She was heartily sick of him. And a lot of good that did, for Mevrouw van Eysink had launched herself into a lengthy eulogy once more. "I am devoted to him," she declared, not for the first time. "You see, I do not remember my father, and my mother is, invalid, and I have no brothers or sisters, so I am a spoiled little girl, having my own way always until Uncle Valentine comes to see me. I am 4 years old then, and he is 21, and he tease me and teach me to ride a pony and look after cats and dogs and ride a bicycle, and he does not allow me to cry when I fall off. He came many times over the years, even after he is married."
"Oh, is he married?"
asked Hannah idly. "Not any more. He was a young man then, and it was an unfortunate marriage, for they found that they did not love each other, and Annette went away with another man, and there was a divorce." She saw the look that Hannah gave her. "You think that I should not be telling you all this? But I like you, and you are discreet, and without you I should not have the little Paul, and I must talk to someone, you understand? I love my Paul, but for Oom Valentine I have a strong affection. Why, he even helped us to marry, for my mother did not find Paul rich enough, but Oom Valentine told me to marry whom I chose and that money didn't matter, and he is right. Although we are not poor, you understand. It is a pity that he is not married too, for he has a great deal of money and a beautiful house to live in."
"Well, I dare say he'll find someone," observed Hannah. "There surely were plenty of girls around who'd be glad to live in a lovely home and have all the money they wanted, even if they had to marry someone middle-aged to get them." They lapsed into companionable silence, broken after a minute or two by Mevrouw van Eysink's small, excited shriek.
"Oom Valentine!"
She plunged into a spate of Dutch. Hannah didn't look round. For one thing, little Paul needed one's undivided attention, and for another, she wasn't all that interested. She knew exactly what he would be like. Thick-set and balding, and wearing pebbled glasses, like the Dutch characters she had occasionally seen on TV or at the films. His opinions had been quoted so often now that she felt that she knew him very well indeed. And deadly boring he must be, too. She twiddled the teat in little Paul's mouth with a cunning hand, because he was getting tired now and hadn't quite finished. But she had to look up when Uncle Valentine walked past her to the bed, giving her a civil, "Good morning, nurse," as he did so. Her reply, equally civil, ended in a gasp. Uncle Valentine wasn't running true to form. He was tall, and his shoulders were enormous, and he showed no signs of approaching middle age. True, his hair was iron grey, cropped unfashionably close, but his features, while not those of a young man, were remarkably handsome, with a high-bridge nose and a straight mouth and blue eyes. They were studying her now, briefly and with polite indifference, and Hannah flushed under her mask, glad that little Paul should give a loud burp and need instant attention. Uncle Valentine made himself comfortable on the side of his niece's bed. "I'm sorry I couldn't come sooner, my dear." And Hannah, liking his deep, rather slow voice, pricked up her ears. "You seem to have made a remarkable recovery." He bent and kissed one delicately made-up cheek. "And just as pretty as ever. I saw Paul as soon as I got back. He sends his love and will be with you at the weekend." His niece beamed at him.
"He comes each weekend, but soon I shall go home, once I have this thing off." She paused. "Can we not speak Dutch?" She turned her head to look at Hannah. "You will not mind, Hannah, if we speak in our own language? I am so tired of speaking yours." Her visitor turned to look at Hannah too, and there was faint amusement in his eyes.